Hello everyone, George here, and we're back again working on our popcorn cart. And if you watched the last two videos, you know we've modeled it, we have UV'd it, and now we've brought it out of Maya into Substance Painter for our painting purposes. Let's go to File, New, and we're going to do a PBR, Metallic Roughness type. We're going to go to Select, and let us find Popcorn Popper. I'm going to go with 2048 for the document resolution because we will be getting somewhat close to this object, and I do want it to look, not pixelated. Let's go ahead and hit OK. All right, so there's our object. First thing we always do is we're going to go over to, we're going to take a look first at our materials over here, make sure nothing bad came along like Fong or us not naming things properly. Let's go to Texture Set Settings, and we're going to do Bake Mesh Maps, and we need to bake all of the different kinds of things such as ambient occlusion, curvature, position, and thickness so that our materials work properly within Substance Painter. If you don't do this, things can get a little weird. So let's go ahead and do Bake All Texture Sets, give that a few seconds, and what we'll notice is the screen usually update, and well, maybe not this time. Anyway, give that a little bit of time, and we'll move on. All right, there we go. It's all done. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at our reference material and get a better sense of what's going on. So the wheels, we got rubber, we got gold, we've got silver. That's pretty much it. So let's find the wheels right there. And let's take a look at what we have. So gold, we'll do gold pure, gold scratch. We'll go with gold scratched, I think, to begin with. Let's go over to layers and let's move this down a bit. And gold scratched, there we are. Does not look pretty. Now we need rubber. Let's see if I have anything like that. Rubber. No, I don't. So what we're going to do is go to the Substance Source website really quick. I'm going to log in off camera, and let's see. There we go. So let's look up rubber. And wow, look at that. We've got tire sculpted threads. That's a good one. Black rubber might work for us as well. Let's try both. So I'm going to go ahead for with the threads. And I'll go ahead and get black rubber too. And let's move that away. So threads, tire threads, where did that go? It's called All Season. There we go. Let's grab that and bring it in. So there we are. And so this one, I guarantee you, is going to be based on how the UVs are laid out. Which could give us some problems. So let me just try Triplanar really quick. And yeah, this is going to be based on how UVs were set up. And I don't think we really thought about that a whole lot. Let's go ahead and increase this to 4 really quick. It looks like they're in the opposite direction we want them to be. So I'm going to go to rotation and make that 90. And I do want this now to be, let's try offsetting this somewhere that we actually want. See, it's still way too big. You see that? You can see the threads right there, which is kind of nice. So let's go up to 4 and make that maybe 8. So it's smaller. So there's our threads. The old Substance Painter had these nice little clicks that you could click left and right on. Trying to see if I can get something that actually... that's not so bad. I kind of like that. So what we are going to do is right-click on this, add a black mask, go over here to where we can grab different objects. We're going to grab faces. And I'm going to grab all of these and all of these. And what's the best way to select? I wish this program had some of the fast selection features that you'd get inside of Maya. Let's go, the fastest way to do this is we're going to go to, F4. Let's do side by side. Where's side by side? There we go. So what we actually want to do is modify these ones. So that's going to be like on the outside of this somewhere. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think. What do I actually want? Let's make this white and start taking away things and go to white there. Excuse me, black. And now we don't want this. We don't want this for rubber. And for the rubber as well, we don't want... So what is all of this? That's not it. It's the outside of this. So that's going to be the aluminum. So we're going to go over here and grab these two ones and these two. Then we're going to grab these two these two. Same thing there. Same thing there. I think I'm doing this properly. And we're going to do that vertically right there. This one's going to be a little bit trickier. There we go. And we'll grab those two there and there. And now, well, I'm missing one. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay, so that's separate now. So the gold goes there and the aluminum goes on the inside. So let's find something aluminum-y. There's aluminum. That's very reflective. That's pure. There's aluminum scratched. We can try the scratched first, I guess. That's a bit dark. Let's go to color anodized and bring that way up, I would say. Is that actually impacting anything? No. Let's change this color maybe and bring it up a bit. It's too blue. So let's go over here. Yeah, it's way too blue. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we should probably increase that by some amount. Doesn't usually matter, but we'll do it anyway. Now we only want the center spoke to have anything to do with this, so we're going to go to right click and do add a black mask. We're going to grab this stuff here, and then I'm also going to grab all of this. Just make sure that's all that I have. Good. And come around to the other side, grab that. Good. So now we've got what we want. You know what? I am in not perspective mode, frame up. There we go. Let's go back to just a single view really quick. So the wheels are now done. I'm going to save this off really quick. Now that we've got some work. Popcorn popper, enter. Next up, what do we need? We need red. Red is dominant. So let's do the body, I suppose. So let's take a look here. That's just paint. So let's type in paint. And there is a steel painted, which we could go with. So let's do that. Let's do popcorn body, steel painted. Scroll on down, find the color. Bring this over to our reds. Nice bright red. That's good. And we're going to want to go to UV scale, increase that a bit. Maybe even higher, actually. Well, not that high, but enough. That's a little bit much. Maybe 6. Now, I got to tell you, I kind of want to add some rust and grit and grime. So what I think... Well, you know what? Maybe things will look better after. Well, we still got to make that popcorn logo on the sides, right? But I really, really, really want to... Let's just do steel. Now, there's steel battered, and there's steel tempered. I want to put, steel rough on here. And then what I want to do is grab this layer, and I want to go to Smart Masks, and I want to have the edges get kind of screwed up. So what if I do edges blur? That's the exact opposite effect that I want. I want the edges to have been worn away. Yeah, I want the exact opposite. So actually, I can do sharp dirt. Now, does that get anywhere? What if we grab this now, add a filter, and do an inverse? And then what we end up with is just some light kind of breakups here and there. It's not doing anything really over here for us, but it is adding some nice stuff elsewhere. So I'm going to kind of go with that, I think. Now, in addition to this, we are probably going to go back and add the ambient occlusion term back on top of this again. That might break things up kind of nicely. So for instance, if we come here, make a new layer and do, let's see, this is at 1. And all I want is color. And the base color I want to be the ambient occlusion for, not the popcorn, but the popcorn body. Yeah, the body. And then we can go to that layer, change this to multiply. And it will darken those areas around the edges for us, just bringing out some more contrast. Okay, glass. We haven't talked about the glass yet. So the glass needs to be set up properly. We need to go to texture set settings, and we need to change the shader on this object. Now, where did they move that to? I actually don't know. If we go here, and there's an opacity layer, we're going to add that, so that's fine. But where is the, let's see, the actual shader? There we go, shader settings. We don't want, for this one, we don't want PBR metal rough. We actually want PBR, where's the one with transparency? There we are. Metal rough with alpha blending is, I believe, what we want. There's alpha test, no, we want alpha blending. So that's what this one's going to be. And now we can go to, let's see, let me move this down and put that into this tab. Come on. You know you want to be with your friends. Why? There we go. Okay. Move that over to the side. Texture settings. Okay, let's grab glass. Do I not? Oh, I'm sorry. Materials and glass. So what do we have? We have clear, hammered, rain, and scale formation. So what does scale formation look like? So first off, you'll notice that there's no transparency. We've got opacity on, which is good. Let's scroll on down. Glass opacity needs to be brought way down here. Let's go to scale and make that something like 4. I'm just trying to see if there's any, or are we even noticing? Not really noticing anything. So we might just let it be. I'm going to lower the opacity even lower. Somewhere like that, I suppose. Okay. You know what? Good enough. We'll go with it. Save. And going back to the body really quick, I am going to grab the steel painted and the steel rough, copy both of them, go to body top, and paste those in the layers. So that at least we have the same thing going on. We are now going to go in here, and I need to find aluminum again. So I'm going to grab the aluminum scratched because I don't want it to be perfect. Turn on height, go to this, maybe 4 layers. I'm going to back up off some of this stuff though. The intensity, the density, scratch amount, scale amount, roughness. I'm going to back them all down. I'm going to turn off height actually. And actually, what is this? Can I make that like 3? And it still seems like it's a little overly intense. So let's go to the color as well and pop that back up. And let's scratch them out. What's scratch them out doing for me? I think the scratches, the kind of scratches that it's adding are the bad kind. So I'm probably not going to worry about that too much. What I will worry about though is what is selected now, because I want this to go to black mask, and I actually want the height of this to be different so that we have a break, a natural break. Height range, we're gonna do height position higher, and I will add height back, I guess. And now I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna grab white, and we're gonna start selecting the parts that we want to be silver. And it looks like it's all of these parts right there, 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 and there. Oops. Am I selecting bad things? I hope not. So actually, I'm going to grab like that so I get the insides too. Okay. And we need the popcorn popper. That's going to be like a normal aluminum. And we're going to go black on that. And it might be better to select this in a different way. I guess we'll find out. Let's see if I can grab it all that way. Grab it. Repeat it like 3 times or so. Yeah, that's fine. Good enough. Oh, we missed some. There we are. Now we need the popcorn and we need the logos. We need the aluminum. I'm not liking the scratch that much. It looks a little out of place. I'm thinking about changing that somehow. But maybe we need to get out of this mode and get a better look. I think, yeah, I mean, it's really dinged up. Look at that. That looks like crap. So let me just make sure. Is that is the layer doing it? Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's grab it and then switch to a different kind of aluminum. Just normal aluminum. And not worry about it so much. We do need popcorn. So maybe we should try to find a picture of popcorn. Trying to see if we've got like a big picture of popcorn somewhere. Just look up texture. Sometimes people out there put them up. So we can see the watermarks on there. I could make popcorn and take a picture of it. Stucco. Just look up popcorn again. Go to settings, search settings. Whoops, not what I want. I want tools, size, larger than this. Screw it, larger than this. We'll copy that image. Let's open up Photoshop because we got some work to do. File new, create, Control V. Let us trim this down a bit and do some magic. Where is it? Scale that up. Photoshop, do your magic. Okay. And image size, close enough. Whoops. Okay, Control L. I mean, there are some problems with this image, but it's nothing terrible. There's definitely a shift from light to dark from some light source up here, but I think we can work with it. So let's go to image size, and let's just do 2048. We'll upscale it. It's fine. File, save as. Go to a PNG, I guess, and that's not what I want. Let's do, I guess, new folder, bitmap. Call this popcorn, enter, enter. And what we also need to do really quick is to create a new texture. That's like 2048 by 2048. And we need the popcorn. Popcorn. Let's make that black so I can see it. And find the right font now. So it's a silly font. Let's make this bigger. A lot bigger. And that's 200, so let's go with 400. We might be pressing it a bit there, so 380. Okay, This is going to probably clip based upon whatever font we happen to look through. So what does it look like? It's kind of like that. It's not exactly like that, but it's got that kind of feel to it. What is this, Algerian? Let's just keep going through. Where is it? Characters. Grab this. That's getting better. That is it. That's Algerian. So that was Algerian. Still is the best. You know what? Okay, we've been through plenty. I think I'm just going to go with Algerian. Just going to do a quick look. Just go with Algerian. Good enough. All right, center that. So looking again, it's got the tone. That's all I care about. And then we need these kind of things on the sides. Although I don't want that to be part of this image because that's going to be separate from the popcorn at the top. So yeah, I don't want to use that. I'm trying to remember, what do I want for this program in terms of an alpha? Alphas, I want white, so we need to invert everything. So Control I. And make this white. There we go. And I want to just make this a little bit bigger. 400. There we go. Why is it a little bit weird? Why is that P not the same as the other P? Are they... Do I have something funny going on? I don't see anything odd. See how that P just... Look at that. Why does that P get special treatment? If we do something with a stroke. No, that's odd. All right, you know what? I don't know why I'm getting such a different font or a different look to the font. All right, whatever. File, save as, PNG, popcorn, Word. All right, let's go to this, file, import resources, add resource. Let's go to bitmap, popcorn, the word. That's going to be an alpha. Import this to the current session, import. And where's popcorn? There's popcorn right there. So let's go ahead and put it on. Let's look at this from the side. Perfectly from the side. We're going to want to, where do I turn mirror mode on? They move everything, and now I can't find anything. Where the heck is mirror? You would think it'd be like right under this menu. Is it? What's the hotkey? They also used to, do they still have it to where the hotkeys pop up if you press the right combinations? No? Got rid of that too? There we go, symmetry. It's right there. Okay, great. Good. Okay, so what we want to do is create a new layer. So I'm going to do a new layer, put this on top. We're under the body. I'm under body. It doesn't matter. We can do both, actually. So yeah, let's create a new layer, move it to the top. Wait, that's a folder. Layer. New layer, move it to the top. The material type I'm going to choose will be, let's see, I want the paint. I want plastic paint. And I want this to be a yellow. A nice mustardy yellow. And make sure that's some value. So in case there's features, it does get repeated. Go to right click. I'm going to go to add black mask now. And we are going to put popcorn up at the top. So let's go to brush. And let's see, turn off. The alpha that I want is popcorn. So popcorn. There we go. And now I can scale that up and we can put it on there. Pink, pink. And hopefully, yeah. Okay, it mirrored it not the way I wanted it to. So let's turn that off. There we go. And we'll just do it. Bam. 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 And finally, whoa. That's not what I want. There we go. Bam. Okay, so now we've got popcorn everywhere. Now we're going to I'm going to copy this layer, go to the body, paste this real quick, grab this, and just stick that there. And wonder why I'm getting things flipped. Does it have something? Let's see. Object. Texture space. Why is this flipping? Turn that off. What is going on here? So so that's it right there. So you know what? Maybe I can fake it. Can I just go to angle and do 90 degrees on this? And then go over here. I need more than that. I need a lot. I need a 270. And just... Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Those got split up for some reason. That's odd. Do we have anything already, or do I have to make a brush that'll do that kind of boundary around it? Is there something that we have in here that I can just use without having to do any work? Not doing work is always nice. Just popcorn in brackets. No, that's not good enough. All right, looks like I'm doing work. So, delete the text. All right, you know what? I mean, we could do it all in one shot. That way I don't have to worry about things looking bad. If we did it here, and then where's the reference? That's not the reference. Neither is that. I've lost the reference. Oh well. It was, what? Something like a rectangle. And then it kind of went in on the sides. So, should probably do another rectangle and subtract it from this one. Subtract from shape. Like this. And then, fill this with white. There we go. And I also need it beveled or whatever it is. So can I do this? I'm just going to screw everything up. Interesting. I wonder. So that's subtracting from it. Can I Can I just do it by hand and fake it? Probably not. But it might be worth a try. To just do that. Fill it with white. That's still subtracting, isn't it? I want a new layer, and I don't want to subtract. So is that black? Yes. Let's go to white. Why is it? And subtract from, whoa! That can get complicated, can it? If we wanted it to. So if we do that again, then that gets separated out. And then if I take both of these and I rasterize them, and then we do some really stupid stuff, like really dumb stuff. Like I merge them, and then I just go in here, get rid of the grid, and just do this. Like really dumb stuff that you really shouldn't do. And anyone out there who's a real artist who does this kind of stuff is like, wow, George, you suck. You're probably right. And let's do, actually, you know what? You can probably just do this. And then now, if we do this, so we've got it in that corner. I want to duplicate this thing. So if we take the layer, duplicate it, flip it around on itself, like this, and then delete the rest of this that's giving me problems. Whoops. If we do this, that is a little bit of a problem. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that part. Hold on a second. So if I take this now and I move this over, and then this is so dumb. Oh, wow. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is the worst stuff. I really should just take 5 seconds and think about what I'm doing and possibly just do this in Illustrator instead. Whoops. But you know what? This is stupid and fun, so let's do it. I'm going to take the whole thing now and rotate this around itself again, because why not? And we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to put that down, put a mask, and get rid of the top. Like there. And look at that. We got popcorn. And then I can grab both, merge the two layers together, double click the same darn thing, go to stroke probably. If I don't like, oh, wow. Oh, gosh, darn. Oh, boy. Wow. Okay, we're not going to be using stroke. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to let this be the way it is. I'm going to go to File, Save As. We're going to save this as the new popcorn. Popcorn word border. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. I'm going to replace that with black. File. Import resource. Add resource. I'm going to add that. Do an alpha to it, current session, import, and where is that? Popcorn, popcorn, and it's doing that funky stuff again. So let's just scale this up a bit, put that one right there, look around to the other side, there's popcorn, and then rotate this thing back to 0. And look at that, still, why are you doing that to me? Where is it actually? So I basically did it where the line is right above that. Whoa! Is right above that. Bam. Now I got popcorn. All right, great. So now we need the popcorn on the top, don't we? The actual popcorn in the popcorn maker. So let's save this, minimize this, and let us do some really bad stuff. I don't use this program very often, so I'm literally going to throw the popcorn in there, get out a UV map, or get out a normal map, and just go with it. Actually, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something even worse. Go to Tools, Software, and I'm going to use MindTex 2 because it's going to be faster. I don't feel like making a material and a whole bunch of crap and putting things together. I'm just going to go to Open Diffuse and find this project and... Oh, you know what? No, I do need to use the other program. Oh, do I? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see what we can do. Let us go here. Bitmap. PNG, popcorn. Check out that beautiful normal map. And what I'm going to do is auto seam fix it. And I want to go to model. Let's choose box instead. God, that's ugly. What's cylinder? No, what about terrain patch? Because that's what it's going to actually look like. And let's go to maps, view. I want to turn, I'm relatively fine with how it's looking. I mean, I just want something that's inverted. I don't think you can really tell. Keep it somewhere down low. Now I want to see more than just this. Where's diffuse? So that's what it will look like with diffuse. What happens if we flip it? Let's go to normal and do invert. Yeah, that's better. All right, so normal is good. We're going to turn off diffuse. And let's save some stuff. So let's save, no, not the project. I just want to save, replace diffuse. I want to export. Normal, specular, gloss. I don't need either of those. I just want normal. Save this map. PNG, popcorn, normal. Oh, and I also want to save the diffuse because this one's been changed. Save this map. Popcorn. Yes. Okay. So now, over in Substance Painter, import resources, add resources, both of these. They're both going to be textures. And I want this for my, you know what, let's just do shelf. I'm going to add both of those in. And now, under here, I want to go to popcorn and cross my fingers I didn't screw, I'm not screwing this up, probably am. I want to create a new layer, a fill layer. I'm going to repeat this 2.5 times. I'm going to go to material mode, and I'm going to look for popcorn. Not material, I mean color, base color mode. Popcorn. Popcorn. Ah! Stretched a little bit, huh? Maybe we can fix that. If I do triplanar. Whoa! It's kind of stretched. I'm kind of not liking that. I'm thinking about re-exporting this out and let's do that really quick. Okay, so saving, going in here, grabbing the bottom of this thing, right-clicking, going to shell mode, shift right-click, go to unfold, unfold, and fit that to it. Now, we've preserved the ratios of everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to File, Export Selection, excuse me, and we're going to go to Popcorn. Popcorn Popper's out. Now we can go back into Substance Painter. I'm going to save this in case I lose it, but Edit, Project Configuration, Select, and then grab the Popcorn Popper again, hit OK, and it should remember everything. But more importantly, we will have far less stretching of the popcorn kernels this time, which is exactly what I want. And let's go to height, not height. I want normal. Not a color. I want popcorn. There we go. And then we've got our popcorn. Roughness should be very high. There should be like no specular or anything on that. And yeah. So we've got popcorn. Yay. Doesn't look that great, but I'll keep it for now. Why not? I do think I'm going to see if I can't go to the body top really fast. And that aluminum looks piss poor, if you ask me. So let's go to aluminum pure. And I just want to see if I'm getting any. It's not the aluminum doing it. It's something under it. So I'm going to grab the aluminum, go to normal, and do replace. Do the same thing with height and replace. And I was hoping that that would just get rid of my problems. Oh, the aluminum doesn't have a height in a normal map. That's part of the problem. Okay, so now it does. Now is it too perfect? That's the question. So if we replace on this and replace on this as well, you know, now it's this pristine, perfect aluminum. Oh, choices. Well, you know what? I have to move on to bigger and better things. Does it look good enough for the scene? And that's the question. And I think, you know, we're going to be flying up to this thing, probably coming up only this close. And that's as far as we're going to go. So I think, yeah, we're probably good enough. The popcorn kernels are probably too big. If we want to... Actually, let me look here. That's 2.5. What is this? 3. That's better. Save. Okay, so let's do a file export. Export textures. We've got all our textures. We're going to go to Unity. 5, standard metallic. And let's go to the project. Substance, textures, right click, new folder, and popcorn popper. Select, and I don't think these need to be 1028s, really. Some of them, like the wheels especially, can probably be 1024s. The glass can definitely be a 1024, if not lower. The body, and I'm kind of concerned about, but the popcorn itself I'm not. So let's go ahead with those sizes. Let's close some programs while we're here, so I'm not killing my computer. That's great. So now we can go back to Maya, and now we have to set up our networks. So let's go to Window, Materials, Hypershade. Bring the Hypershade over, and open up each of these and set up our connections. So here we have the popcorn body top, and we want to connect to the color map, the normal map, and the metallic map. So first off is our normal. So let's find that. So that's going to be up, up, substance, textures, and under popcorn popper. This is why we name everything. Popcorn body top. There we go. And we'll do the next one. Whoops. Popcorn body top normal. And popcorn body top specular. Great. Now it's not going to look perfect in Maya because Maya has a different way of doing things. A specular is going to look really wonky, the roughness, the metallic stuff. So ignore that until it gets into Unity, and then we'll make a small change and things will work properly after that. So I'm just going to get my nodes set up really quick. Now jump in. So this is what? Popcorn body? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Not what I wanted. Popcorn body. Popcorn body. Now we need popcorn body normal and popcorn body metallic. That's that one. So now glass. So let's do you. And why are your files? If you have an association with a color map, so where is it? Why isn't it not showing up? Did I screw something up? Or is Maya screwing up? That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. But why is it showing an association? Hold on a second. Let's go to a different one and see what happens. So these all have associations as well. Why am I getting... Something tells me the editor itself is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So let's go to Window, try that again, and see if the Hypershade does what it's supposed to, which is actually show me the entire friggin' network. There we go. Now it's updating properly. There's just something wrong with how it's structured internally. So Popcorn Wheels is up next. So Popcorn Wheels. Popcorn Wheels. Popcorn Wheels. Now it's just popcorn. Bam, 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 bam. Popcorn, popcorn. Normal. The specular metallic is nothing for this particular one. It's a waste. We did wheels. Glass we haven't done, so let's grab glass. And let's see, glass. Glass might be a waste as well. I wasn't able to see much. Glass. Normal. Glass. Metallic. Oh, did you see that metallic one? It looked kind of cool. There's some stuff going on there. All right. I think that's it. Everyone's got their stuff good. So now it's time to export to Unity and see how she looks. Or he looks. I don't know. It's a popcorn stand. Who cares? Grab the popcorn poppers group, D to the bottom, V, and then bring it up in the X direction until it's actually sitting on the ground like it should be. There we go. And I'm going to go to Modify, Freeze Transform, and I am going to freeze that. Great. And let's grab the popcorn popper, File, Send to Unity, Selection, and inside of here, I'm going to do a popcorn popper. Go down, make sure that my embedded material is all in there, say it, hit export, then let's open up Unity and finish this video off. What do you say? Okay, open that project up. Your project has been opened with different setup. What are you talking about? What version of Unity did I just open? Hold on. Let's make sure I'm using the right one. 2017.3.1. There we go. And let's close out a substance. We don't need that open anymore. That's probably hitting my GPU. So this is a weird project. It's big, but at the same time, it's small. We haven't had a lot of time to work on it. Given SketchUp models, most of those models we're unable to use. We've had to go in and replace a lot of things. But unfortunately, it's the kind of project where you only have enough time to do it once. And if you don't get it right the first time, you just have to live with your mistakes. And so right now, things that we had to clean up were like these entire buildings. I had to go in and redo the entire top half of these with my own implementation of stuff. Had to redo these arches, had to redo these planters, but internally a lot of the objects are still the way they were from before when they came out of SketchUp. So they're highly unoptimized. They have way too many polys in different places. Yeah, just not good stuff. We used free asset trees from the Unity store to put in here and there and everywhere else. Had to redo this entire park by hand. That kind of sucked. But popcorn. Popcorn's going to go right here in front of this horrible looking building, which I would love to replace. But once again, that's just not going to be something we have time for. So let's just get to the point of this whole thing and find our assets and then go to Popcorn Popper. And the first thing I want to do is extract the textures from it. So I'm going to go to Textures and extract them in there. Now, I'm also going to, in a second, extract the materials, and I'll show you why. Now, this popcorn popper is tiny, so we're going to click on it, and I'm going to model, and I'm going to scale that up by a factor of 10. Hit apply. It's still very tiny, so that has to do with how I should have in Maya scaled it up properly, but, screw it. So there's our popcorn popper. It's on the side of the street. It kind of stinks, it took all that time to make something and then everything else around it looks horrible, but that's just kind of how it goes. So kind of stick this on a diagonal, I guess. Pull that up a little bit. And now let's fix the actual object. So, oh, actually we've got a little thing, fix all these normals. Yes, let's fix all the normal maps. And Google Sync is now screwing everything up. That's always a problem. But what we want to do is grab the popcorn popper now and go to materials and do extract materials because we want to edit these materials. And I'm going to extract it into a folder I've already created called materials. So now they're all accessible. Now I can click on this object and start grabbing the different parts. And what we're going to notice is that by default, by bringing it in through the Stingray setup, that the standard is set up as a standard roughness setup and not just the standard setup, which is not what we want. So we want to go in here and click everything to be standard. Although this is glass, what we really want to do is open this up and do transparent so we can see through it. There we go. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing for all the rest of this surface, and that's going to fix immediately a lot of the problems that we have with how it looks. So if you've got weird shininess values, if things aren't looking quite right, that's going to be a reason. Wow, that's not perfect. I got to think about that one. Let's go over here. I might need to change that. I don't like how the paint is reflective right there. See that? I probably screwed something up and made it reflective. Oh, the popcorn itself needs to be fixed too. That popcorn looks like a giant pile of mush. That's better. It's less mush. I don't know if the normal map is helping it or hurting it at this point. But, oh well. Okay, so, that was a very quick and simple project trying to throw something down there very fast. Hopefully you enjoyed watching along. Hopefully you'll do better. And I will see you next time. So long, everyone. Goodbye.